Hello and welcome. Thanks for clicking on the link. Today we're going to go over how to play R.E.M's Gardening at Night off their album Chronic Town. This one's got a lot of interesting Peter Buck style chords to it, and I'm going to show you how to play it the way I play it. Not necessarily the exact way that Peter Buck plays it, although I'm pretty certain I'm real close. So it kind of uses a lot of interesting open jangly chords with that I'll go over. Not really sure what the proper chord name is, so I can't give that to you, but what I'll do is I'll show you with close-ups of what my hand and fingers are doing, so you can try and mimic it. And then also let me know in the comment section if you guys know what those chords are or how you like these videos. So anyways, what he does is he's going to start basically with that open D string, and he's got his finger on the third string, the G string, on the second fret, and he's just going back and forth, and then he'll add his third finger, fourth fret, to that third string. So I'll kind of do it slow, and then I'll do it regular speed so you can see it. So it's okay, so get you a little close up here. So it's just that D string, so that's the rhythm. So then, yeah, he plays it a little fast. Depends which version you're playing along to, but that's it. That's kind of the opening riff there. That. And then what he does something very interesting with his almost like an E minor chord, but he adds that first string fretted to it. So a lot of people, if you watch the videos or hear people, they'll just kind of play sort of what it is, and that's kind of just almost you'll hear these two high strings played, but just really fretting the high E at at third fret, second fret, open. So this is really not the way to play it, but this is how I see a lot of players do it. So it's almost like it's almost there, but it's not quite. So so you'll see a lot of people kind of just do that little one. What I think he's doing is he's almost making basically an E minor, but I use my pinky and third finger at the fifth fret. So basically just an E minor position. And then I take my first finger, put that on the third fret of the first string, and everything else is open. So you got that. It just sounds fuller rather than the little simple. So there's really nothing wrong with that. I just think he uses a much fuller chord and then go down. So I think he's actually playing chords at that point rather than just. But either way, it's kind of okay. But the way I do it is kind of the E minor position. I take the first finger, third fret on the E string, move down to the fourth fret and the second fret here. And then an E minor. I believe it's C9, C. So I'll kind of do that slow for you. Do that hammer on with the C. So again. So we'll play it slow, the little intro riff, and then that E minor-y chord. Right, and then it goes into the verse, which the verse is pretty simple. It's just a D chord, a C chord, a G chord, and I think maybe an A9. Not totally sure of that, but it's basically an A chord, but instead of the second fret, it's on the third fret of that second string. So it's... So that last A, where he's got, third finger on the third fret, and then he just moves it down to the regular A position and then takes it off. So see if you can see that a little better here. So that's the verse right there, and then when it comes into the gardening at night part, so that's just your D, G, and A, right? So then once Michael Stipe starts singing about the neighbors go to bed at 2, a lot of things that I see out there, they go from a B minor to a C sharp minor, and that's really close. I mean, you're going to get pretty close with that. But what I think he's doing at that point in time, it's almost a B minor, but what I think he's doing is I think he's taking his first finger, putting that on the D string of the second fret. Then he's taking his ring finger, putting that fourth fret, third string, so that G string. He's got his middle finger, second fret of the B string, the second string. And I think that's what he's picking. And then he moves that up a whole step. So it's almost like a C sharp minor. But I think that sounds more like what's on the record than just a straight up B minor and a C sharp minor. I think it's more that. Comes out of it, I think he starts to strum that last one, and then he goes to that, I think it's an A9, to the A, to where it's off. Then back to the verse. right, so those are the parts so far. And then that gardening at night. And then at the very end, instead of doing the kind of weird B minor to C sharp minor, he's actually just going before he goes to the at the very end. So it's that. Which is basically just a D chord, okay, and so you're not touching the first string at all. So what you're doing is you're just picking basically 4th string, 2nd string, 3rd string. So and then just moving that up, 4th fret, 5th fret. So 2nd, 4, 5. So can I do that a little slower for you? So it's the 4th string, 2nd string, 3rd string. Close up of that for you. And then it comes back into the So what they do is they end on a G chord. So you kind of hold that C for a little bit longer. And those are all the parts for Gardening at Night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and subscribe down there somewhere, right here, somewhere, maybe around here on the screen somewhere. Go ahead and make comments if you got any for me. Definitely reply back to you. And go ahead and subscribe if you want. Should it be uploading more videos as the weeks go by. And love to hear your feedback on how this went for you. Thanks again for watching.